Jamendo.com.
Yo, salute everyone. What's going on? Knicks Real Talk tonight show in here, man. About to get it popping. Knicks down in San Antonio at the Alamo. Knicks Real Talk pre-game preview, man. We're going to get into it. We're going to bring the panel in a minute and everybody like that, man. My special guest panel, the cats on the regular, going to be in the building. But salute to everybody, man. I hope everybody had a good day, man. We here about to get it popping. Like I said, Knicks down in San Antonio at the Alamo. Coming off a 3-game losing streak, we try to get this ship step back in the right direction. Hopefully we can get this thing popping tonight. We go down there, man, and play some good basketball and try to get a W, man. So let's go down there and get it popping, man. And I'm hoping that we can do this, man. It's been a tough week for us, man. 3-game losing streak, a lot of, I want to say semi-turmoil with the Kemba Walker thing and all that, but we're going to get all past all that. We're going to try to start a new thing, man. We're going to try to go in here and get it popping tonight. And see if we can get back on a winning streak some way, somehow. But first, we got to win this game first. We need to go down here in San Antonio and win this game because we do got a back-to-back. We go down in Indiana tomorrow. So we're going to get into all that today, man. And salute to everybody in the chat who's going to be in here, man. Prince the Bun, Will, Pudge, Nice. We all that good stuff, man. We're going to get into it, man. We're going to break it all down, get into all this content, man. Like I said, man, hopefully the Knicks can come out here and prevail tonight, man. It's been a long and tough one, man. It's been real crazy, but the sun come out tomorrow, man. So maybe we could turn this thing around and try to get back to some winning basketball. And we really need it right now because the ship is sinking a little bit in the up. But I think we can stop it from the Titanic from falling over, man. We just got to get it and get this W and win and cure us all. We can get this win tonight, man. I think we'll be in good shape. We feel much better about our team and moving forward. But, we're getting closer to a lot of things, man. We're getting closer to December 15th. We're getting closer another month from now to the trade deadline. So we're going to get into all that later on down in the show. And all that good stuff, man. But I'll break down everything that's going on real quick. Let me run through everything, man, and then I can get my panel members up in here and all that good stuff, man. Let's start tonight with the starting lineups for the New York Knicks tonight. It's going to be point guard Alex Burks, shooting guard Evan Fournier, small forward R.J. Barrett, power forward Julius Randle, and Nerlens Noel will start at center tonight due to the fact of Richard Robinson's conditioning is not where he needed to be. So they're concerned about that a little bit, so they're going to get to let Nerlens Noel start tonight for the New York Knicks. For the San Antonio Spurs, we got Devontae Murray at point guard, shooting guard Derek White, small forward Doug McDermott, power forward Keelan Johnson, and center Jacob Pole. They got a pretty good team down there, man. They're not playing super basketball. They had a pretty good winning streak going on not too long ago, so we got to not take them for granted and all that good stuff, man. And hopefully that we can come out there and play hard against some guys and prevail. And then on the injury front for the New York Knicks, we got Jericho Sims, game time decision with an illness. So hopefully he might be able to play tonight. And if not, then we have to, he'll be out. No big deal. We're pretty strong at the center spot. For the San Antonio Spurs, their injury report, Zach Collins, he out with an ankle. Devin Vessel, questionable, quad. Devontae Cook, out, two-way player. So it's not a lot of injuries going on both teams and everything like that. So you know what? It is what it is. And, we should be able to compete pretty good with them guys tonight. I think other than Jericho Sims out, possible, then we don't have too much to worry about. But so we're gonna get into it, man. Salute Prince the Bun, Fabian, all you guys for coming in And listen, man, it's going to be a tough thing. I mean, we down in the Alamo, we haven't won there in a while, man. So hopefully we can finally, after so many years, get a win down there. And if you can't pick a better time to try to get a win tonight, then I don't know when we will get one. You know what I mean? So and I think we got to try to go in there and get it popping, man, and make this thing work for us, man. And I think we will. And I hope we can do it, man. And so let's go get it, New York. Let's go get it. Let's get the fan base popping. We need a win, man. We need to win in New York real bad. And I think we're going to get it, man. We got to be confident this team can turn this thing around. They got away from New York for a couple of days, left to free their minds up to get them away from all the chaos and all the craziness, and just come down to the Alamo down in San Antonio, have the bond with your teammates and all that good stuff. And I think that we can get that popping, man. So listen, without further ado, let me bring in my brother, man, another brother, another part of the family, man, and he's going to help me get this thing popping. I got my man Shaw Powers in the building. Shaw Powers, what's good, fam?
Good. Salute, Divine. Salute, Divine. Salute, chat. What's going on? All up in the chat. I see everybody up in there. What's going down?
Yeah, man, ready to get it going, man. Like I said, important game tonight, Shaw. We need this game tonight, man. We really do. We don't want to be 2 games under 500. And we want to get this W, man, to get back at even 500. And I think we can, man, if we go down there and play competitive basketball and leave everything out on the floor, man. I think we can come out there with a win tonight for sure.
Yeah, we definitely should be able to do something like that tonight, man. This team is a under 500 team. They don't really have nobody, no real bench players to really compete with our second unit. So we should get out tonight and try to run amok on them. You're right.
Yeah, real talk. Yeah, I think so, man. Because other than Devontae Murray, which is they probably their best player, but that Keldon Johnson is pretty special. White can shoot the ball. They do got Lonnie Walker down there, and guys like that. Doug McDermott went over there. He's starting for them now. But they definitely look like a team that's going to be fighting for the play-in. If nothing don't turn around, they had a couple of nice wins lately. Though they lost to the Spurs last night. The Spurs lost to the Suns last night by 4, and prior to that, they was on like a 2 or 3 game, 4 game winning streak. So they was playing some pretty good basketball. So we got to see if we can stop the bleeding for ourselves. We on a 3 game losing streak. We played 2 tough games against the Nets and the Bulls, and then we just laid an egg against the Denver Nuggets, which was probably one of the most disappointing games of the whole season for me. So hopefully they got away from New York City, man, and got the team bond, got to kind of sit down and hash things out as a team, as an organization, and talk about where they want to move forward. And I think it all starts tonight for me.
Yeah, tonight, this team, you really got to pay attention to this team, man, because just because to reiterate what I just said about them being a losing team, they're playing pretty good basketball recently, and they're a high assist team. That's one of our problems, getting out to play, on ball with people moving the ball on us. So we got to do some things tonight, man. And I think this is a team. We got a little stretch. I think we got about out of the next 4 games, we got like 3 teams that are under 500, man. If we could get ourselves together, get a little gelling, I think, like you said, I think Mitch should probably come in on the second unit. He's not out tonight, right?
No, second unit. He just got a
Yeah,
first here.
I think that might be the move for him to go to the second unit, get 6, 5, 7, 8 minutes off the bench or something like that. Yeah, a quarter, I mean, a half or something like that, 8, 10 minutes, something like that to shore him up a little bit, get him back running. And then he's going to be running with the younger team. So he'll be in there instead of Noel. What might be a better fit for him. So let's see if that helps tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was a good move with that. I really do because I'm a Mitch guy. I love Mitch Robinson. Right now, his conditioning. He even admitted it himself. He said, "Listen, after not playing for so long, he just not his conditioning just not there yet. It's not a skill set. It's nothing like that, but it's just a conditioning. And I could tell by the way Vucevic and Nokic, whatever the Joker, the way they was, he had to try to get out to their 3-point line and get back and try to protect the paint. You can see, and then running up and down the floor trying to get back on defense. You can see him hobbling, man. It's just that his conditioning is just pretty tough right now. So hopefully he get his win back sooner or later. But I know they're not sitting him because of his skill set, because Mitch Robinson has an up and down game, but he brought a lot of good stuff to the table for it. But I don't think it's the emotion because of his skill set. I do think it's the emotion because of his physical condition right now, and he just need to work on that. And
Yeah, that extra weight he put on is really hindering him a little bit with his spring action. Last year we used to see this guy jumping around like a pogo stick, and now you see him really have to jump off of 2 legs to try to get off the ground. So I mean that putting him in the second unit maybe might get him. He looks like he's when he first came in, he had a real fat face. Now he's looked like he's losing a little bit of that weight a little bit. So I don't think he's nowhere near 280 now, but I think he needs to get somewhere in that low 260s, 259, 250, somewhere around there. And I think he'll get it, man. I got high hopes for this guy. Oh yeah, man. I've been lobbering for Mitchell Robinson, man. This is one of my guys that we run here to New York, and I want him to kind of prosper here, man. But anything can happen.
Yeah, yeah, real talk. I was listening to him in an interview, and we'll move on from him. Early today, and down in San Antonio, Rebecca Harlan he said he went from 280 to now he's 265.
Okay, there we go. There we
Yeah,
go. Yeah, there we
yeah,
go.
yeah. He said he's down to 265. He's trying to get his conditioning back. He says it's still going to take a minute, but I'm glad to see they put Nerlens Noel in there till he is ready, because Nerlens Noel was part of his anchor for this team last year. And but you know what? You can't really can't be mad at Nick that had no choice. Nerlens Noel been injured all year. You know what I mean? At all,
Hmm.
played enough games to even he came in the season with no preseason. No, he didn't play none of the first certain many games. So I understand why they had to throw Mitchell to the fire when he wasn't even ready this year. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Because of Nerlens Noel, pretty much he was out the whole year. So I'm glad to see that they let him go to the go to the second unit, let Nerlens Noel his energy kind of run with that first unit, because they did pretty well together last year. And then let Mitch come in and let him run in the second unit until he get his conditioning back. To me, it's nothing but his conditioning. You know what I mean? So let's hope that either way it go, work out for the Knicks. We root for both guys, man. I'm a New York Knicks fan. I'm a New York team fan. I don't root for no guy to be better than no guy. I want Mitch to succeed. I want Noel to succeed. I want every Knick that's playing on that team to succeed. You know what I mean? And I think that Mitch just got to get in better shape. And like I said, being off 9 months, not playing basketball because of his foot, I get it. You know what I mean? Not making no excuses for it, but I do get it. And that's reality. I don't care who you are as a human being. You break your foot, you're not going to be able to come back from an injury that fast and pretend like you're going to be the man who you was 9 months ago. That's not going to happen. I don't care who you are. So,
And, and,
you know, right.
not to cut you off, but and on top of that, putting on that 280 pounds.
Yeah, right. That's pretty tough.
Hmm.
If you never play with that way, we know. Yeah, you go to a Thanksgiving dinner, you eat a lot of food, but you're gonna be sluggish
Hmm.
because you gain too many pounds. That's reality. It's not hyperbole. It's reality. Put on a lot of weight, man. It's gonna slow you down. You could be 130 pounds. You throw on a weight vest. You throw on a weight jacket. Obviously, you're gonna slow down, and that's what
Yep.
weight do to you. So he got to get accustomed to that. But he'll get it together, and we'll move on. But it's gonna be a good game tonight, man. I think it's gonna be a real important game for us. And we got to go down there and try to get back on course, man. Shaw, like I said, so far it's been a disappointing. That last game, the Brooklyn game and the Chicago game, I was not disappointed by no means. Just with that last game, and like we got to get this home court now that we on the road. We not at home court. We might be able to feel a little better about ourselves, Shaw, because we're not playing at the Garden right now because we sticking it up at the Garden.
Hmm.
So
Yep.
hopefully we on a road where we don't got a lot of distractions and people trying to get at you. You know what I mean? You just go down there and play some free spirited basketball. So we'll see. It starts tonight at 8:30 at the Alamo. And then let's see now we can go down there and get a W, man, because we really need one.
Yeah, we definitely need one, man. And it's right about time for the team to kind of settle down right now. We're making the little changes here and there, little twerks and tweaks right here to try to fine tune the team. You know what I mean? And I hope tonight be something that we could build off of. We haven't had this the first 3 game loss that we had this season, and I certainly don't want us to have the first 4 game loss of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially at a time when the East is beating each other up. You heard me say that the whole day of the whole season. I like, all we got to do is win games because everybody knocking each other off in the East. We got 14 counting us, 14 with 12 losses, 14 with 11 losses. We right there. Bad as we've been playing, we still right there. You know what I mean? So
Right there in the mix.
right there in the mix. Bad as the Knicks been playing, we still right there. So all it takes is a 3 game winning streak or a 4 game winning streak. Next thing you know, we battling against the top teams. That's how tight it is. So we just gotta hope that with these changes and getting away from MSG for a little bit, man, we can get back on our grind and maybe we can kind of prevail a little bit because we really needed it, man. And like I said, after the Nugget game, like I said, I was so disappointed in this team, man. I really was. Me as one of the optimistic Knicks fans in the building, I was disappointed. You know what I mean? I was like, man, you cats don't come and let nobody come in MSG and do that. You know what I mean? And it was like a 1-man gang almost beat us. You know what I mean? So we got to get better at what we do. But I think we will. We had enough time to gel with this thing. And I hope that works out for us. And if I think it do, then I think we're gonna be good. I think we'd be good to go.
Yeah, we had a little time off, so I know we had to. I know Tibbs must have lit a fire under these guys' feet, man, because you know, things have to change, man, and people had to, step up. It's time to shut up and step up. You know what I mean? And you know, we'll see tonight what's gonna go on. I hope Randall take this. I don't know if Randall's gonna be. I think the McDermott, him and McDermott got matched up tonight, and that's going to be a big matchup to watch, man, because McDermott likes to shoot and he likes to run around the ball, run around and go through screens and all this stuff. I think Randall's going to have a game to watch tonight. He's really going to have to stay on this guy. It's no more leave this guy at the 3 point line and go to try to grab a rebound. This guy is deadly when he shoots.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely, man. We know, man. He was at MSG lighting it up for us every now and then when he was here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But they like I said, that Keldon Johnson special. He gonna be special.
Mm-hmm.
Out for him. You know, obviously the guy that I want the most down there, Devontae Murray. You know what I mean?
Man.
Ran for he coming to New York. 6'7", 6'8", 18, 8-8 split. I mean, I love to get that boy down here. You know that I'm hoping that we can leave somebody in San Antonio tonight and take him.
I like him so bad I can't even get his name out right every time I try to say his name, man. I like him so much, man. This is a young upcoming star, someone that can get you some buckets, 18 points a night. He's a pretty decent rebounder, a great guy with assists. Um, that, and they're not, like I said, they're under 500 team. I mean, they just won, I think, 3 or 4 in a row or something like that. But they're up and coming. I mean, he's an up and coming player, man. I would love to see, like you said, leave somebody down there, bring him home with us.
Yep. A Queen's Court, you might get your prayers answered because they got Turner, Sabonis, Karis LeVert on a trading block out there in San Antonio. They told me they going to a straight rebuild. So we got to, and I mean, we got to watch out for that down there. I mean, you might get your blessing on that one, man, because they looking like they about to clean house down in Indiana, and they like 10-16. They pretty much, and we go to Indiana tomorrow. So at the same time, just like Devontae Murray tonight, we can leave some Knicks players there and bring them home. We can go to Indiana tomorrow, leave some Knicks players there and bring some.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it's going right now. So we're gonna keep our eyes to the eyes and ears open, man, and see how this thing progresses, man. Because I think we're gonna make a move somewhere. It's just a matter of when, and all that good stuff, man. So salute to the whole chat, man. We thank y'all for coming in tonight, everybody, man. Y'all in here, y'all got it popping, and let's go down to the Alamo and let them know tonight, man. We need a bounce back win. We can't take this team for granted because it's a Greg Popovich coach team, and like Nick 100 said, tries to get a lot of bounce passes for scores. So we got to right, and that's what we got to make sure that we just play defense tonight, man. We got to get back to what we do, get back to the basics, play some good gritty defense, go hard, and I think having Noel in there tonight might help because, like I said, nothing against Mitch, but Mitch is a little slow right now because of the all the energy that he's trying to bring out there. Shot because of the weight issue. But having Noel out there might make a difference. So we got to wait and see. But we definitely can't take this team for granted because they're a well coached team. They got some good quality players down there for sure.
Yeah, they one of their big things, like I say again, is their assists. I think they're around 25, 26 assists a game or something like that. And I think we're close to them. I think we're closer to like 21, 22. But this is a like you said, this is a San Antonio team, man. And Pop over there is not going to be playing around, man. He this might be his last hurrah, whatever the case may be. But he's definitely going to coach his way all the way out. He's going to make his players play that move the ball, rock, man. And I'm hoping for a great win for us tonight. I think we're not going. I don't think the score is going to be a much of a difference. Maybe around 4 points we might win by, but. I'm a little nervous about this team, man. If they start moving the ball, man, and it seems like everybody this whole year, man, we always see someone turn up on us, man. Somebody that we never expected. Who's that guy? Who's that name? What's his name? And that'd be the guy that just bury us. So I hope that's not the case tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. But hey, let's hope that it only happens in MSG.
Yeah, right. Only in MSG.
Only at MSG, which is disappointing. But we'll take it for what it is, man. But I feel good, man. Like I said, I do think sometimes when you be going through the adversity that you're going through, and you get away from your surroundings, sometime, and you leave a nest, man, and maybe you with a different mindset. So I do think getting away from MSG for a couple of days, being able to sit down and go over a lot of things that, like, when you playing in the course of a season, it's not only a game at the game. You know, one day off, one day on, one day off, one day on. But having two days to not play basketball and do a lot of mental,
27.
do a lot of mental contemplating, and just going over a lot of film, and really getting down to the basics, man. Maybe it might bode well for them tonight. Not say that's going to be the reason if they win the game tonight, but I do think that it helps when you can get away from all the adversity around your surroundings, when everybody all in your ear, your family in your ear, the media in your ears, we in your ears. You know what I mean? It's like we all.
Mm.
So it's just a lot of ruckus. You know what I mean? So sometimes you just need to get away. Like we said, man, we need to get away, go on a vacation. You know what I mean? And because we need to get away from our everyday grind. I think that might work out for the Knicks today. Hope so.
Yeah, that's right. Salute to the Queen. Queen's Court in the house. Salute Queen Steph. Thank you for that information right there.
Yes.
54 points in the paint. Wow. For that team, 54 points in the paint. That's big numbers right there. 54. That's half your scoring pretty much all night.
Yeah, right. And they do a lot of cutting, like she said, a lot of cutting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Um,
their sister high. She said 20 Steph said 27. So I was close. I knew it was somewhere high 20s. I knew it was past 25. Yeah.
yeah, absolutely. Hey, like I said, 27 scissors. That's 2 points each. That's 54 right there. So that's
Yeah, that's 54.
right. So yeah, but hopefully we go in there and try to limit this thing, man. It's gonna be really interesting. It's gonna be interesting how we come out tonight. It's going to be interesting how the Knicks come out tonight. Let's see what their mindset is at. Because after all that, what they went through the last, 3 games, plus with the Kemba Walker situation, that got to have an
Mm,
effect on you as well. You know what I mean? The team, like, man, so they kind of deal with the Kemba Walker situation, and now they got to deal with losing this. Like I said, so it could be tough for them. But I believe in the resiliency of the team. Last year we went through some things. We wound up getting on a little roll, getting back at it. And the good thing about it, we down, but we not out. The East is real tight. We still got teams that like I said, 2 or 3 wins in a row, we right back up there. So we just got to find a way to get back at it. Because it ain't how you start, it's how you finish. To me, I mean,
facts.
you can start off slow and end up good. I mean, you can start off bad and end up good, or you can start off bad and end up good, vice versa, or you can start off good and end up bad. Like, and I just think that's the way it goes. Like a lot of these teams that's on fire now, I guarantee they won't be fired like that at the end of the season.
Hmm.
Like when
Just like you just said, we started last year. We started off we was a losing record and end up coming out to be a 41 win team. So I hope we could electrify something, spark some, put something on some type of pump because we need a little boost right now. Like you were saying, Divine, it's only 3, 4, 5 games to put us right back into like the fifth, sixth place, man. Everything is so bunched up right now in this East, man. Like you were saying, they're knocking each other off. What a team that you didn't think would win is winning against a major team, and another team over here is knocking this team off, and this team wins two games, and next time they lose 2 games. So it is all around in this East right now. It's hot over here.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, good point, Nick 100. I would love to get IQ in at heartbeat to get Rondo to teach McBride. Yeah, I guess so, man. I mean, if the Knicks fan base would like that, that's understandable, man. I like quickly, and I think he's coming to his own. He's a young guy, second year, man. One thing I like about that, he comes from a good program. So let's see. I mean, he comes from a good program. He comes from a lot of good knowledge there. He's having a good year so far. You know what I mean? And I don't know. For me, I don't know if I would want to give him up for somebody who might not play with us the next year. I mean, we got quickly for 2, 3 more years. We might have Rondo for 1 year. That's the only
Hmm.
thing I would second it, but I don't have no problem with it. I think we do need a guy like Rondo. I'm even willing to get Rondo for Kemba Walker. You know what I mean? That was my thing. If we can get Rondo for Kemba Walker, I'm good with that. But I really hate to give up on that young youth right now because I do like these guys, man. I do think he's really came around this year with his energy, his defense. And so I really like to see. I like what Quickly is doing, man. So hopefully, I get it, Nick 100. I have no problem with a trade like that, but I would prefer Kemba Walker than giving up him just because I think quickly got he on a rookie deal. He's still on his rookie deal, and he still got 2 more years on a rookie deal. So you're not paying him a lot of money for his production. So that's the only reason I wouldn't do it. But hey man, hey, we Knicks fans, man. We all wise up in here, man. We all know, we know our Knicks. We know what's good for them. We all GMs up in here, so I don't got no problem with it. I appreciate that comment, that thought though. It's not a bad one for me, But yeah, man, can we turn it around? Yeah, I think we can. I think we can turn this thing around. We just got to find some cohesion, and some camaraderie and get this thing back, man. First of all, we need to look in the mirror at ourselves as players and hold yourself accountable, hold your own self accountable, and everybody else, they hold their own self accountable about the way they playing, the way they stinking it up, and then as a team hold each other accountable. And I think they'd be fine, man. This is just a grown man's league, NBA, no boys allowed. You know what I mean? So if y'all got to sit there and get in the room and talk to each other and hash it out with a players only meeting to sit down and discuss what's going on, that's what you got to do because. I think nothing can get cured without y'all coming together and communicating and talk about what's going on there. And I think this might have been a good time for them to do it on a 3-game road trip, getting out of New York City.
Yeah, a couple of days off, 3 games away from Madison Square Garden. This should be something to really want to come back home with with a chip on our shoulder. Like, yeah, okay, we win the next 3 games. Next 2 or 3 games we win, and everything looks totally a win changes everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Win.
absolutely, and that's all we need. Knicks fan, we need just one win. We need to stop the bleeding. First of all, we need a band
Hmm.
aid right now. It ain't a situation where we need gauze right now, but we do need a band aid. I mean, we definitely got to stop the bleeding, and it's a small bleeding. You know what I mean? We know we need gauze when we get to 5 or 6 games in a row or something like that. Then we'll really be crying about putting a big patch on this thing. But right now, like I said, other than the game in Denver, that's the only disappointing thing to me, man. Like I said, we fought hard in Brooklyn. We fought hard against the Chicago Bulls. They just outgunned us with them 3 dogs they had down there. They played well. You know what I mean? When you got to give them their flowers, they were the better team that night, and they beat us. So, but that's water under the bridge there. We got to move forward, and I think it all starts tonight down at the Alamo at 8:30. Knicks and San Antonio Spurs. We're gonna go down there and try to get a W, and then move on the next day on a back-to-back. We got to go down to Indiana or over to Indiana, whichever way it is, and try to and get a win down there. That team still got a good team. They still got the same players, but I'm quite sure after hearing about the news that they might be trying to blow that thing up, I wonder how them players are. They motivated. They had a good win the other night, but I wonder they motivated. I know they get paid to play basketball, and it's a business, and you don't get caught up in all that noise outside of the team in the locker room. But once you step on that court between that square or that rectangle, you go and play basketball. You leave all that stuff out there off the court. So we can't take them for granted because they got decent talent down there. They got a good starting five down there. With Malcolm Brogdon, LeVert, Sabonis, Turner. They got a good team down there. So we ain't gonna take that for granted. But I think we got to do it one game at a time. So I'm loving to see us get off the shot tonight. Try to get a win. Do I think we can turn it around? Absolutely, I think we can turn it around, man. This is a long season, man. This 23 games. We still got a long way to go. We still got 59 games to go. You know what I mean? So, we just got to try to get this thing turned around before the trading deadline. And if we can get this thing back in motion and get us back to a above 500 team, then I think we'd be all right. So I'm not too concerned. But the next 5 games are important to me. Shy Powers. It depends on how we go these next 5 games. This is a real important stretch for the Knicks. Because if we don't do what we're supposed to do, we'll be down there with the Indiana Pacers. We might be talking about blowing something up. You know what I mean? So we gotta
you surely ain't lying about that, Divine man. I think, like I said, I'm one of the optimistic Knicks fans like you, and I think that we can go on a little run right now. I'm very optimistic, and I'm very hopeful for the next game. And I think this game can change the tide. Right now, it can really change the tide, stop the bleeding, and give us a better outlook for the season to come. The 15th is right around the corner, man. And like we were saying, I wish it was so easy that right after the game tomorrow, We finish the game, shake hands, and trade jerseys, and just bring those two guys over here that we want from that team, and set some things up and stuff like that. But we got to stay. We just got to stay to the hunt and see what happens. But I said this one time before. I just hope if they are going to strike, I hope that they strike the cold while it is hot, man. I hope they could get something early instead of waiting to sometime in this to the end of the year or going into January. I mean, if anything comes up, if something is said, I hope things can be done up front and get it done now because the quicker we get them in here, the quicker we could get them into the rotation, the quicker we could get some camaraderie going and push some pace.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what? Hey, I always said this here. Greg Popovich and Tom Thibodeau got a good relationship. They coached on the Olympic team together for years. Tom Thibodeau need to be politicking about Devontae Murray right now. Yo, Pop, what's up? Yo, Pop, what y'all gonna do with him? Holla at me. We can make this happen right now. I'm hoping that they could talk about it like that. It ain't nothing but trades. It's not like you tampering, you trading. You're dealing with trades here. So
Hmm.
I'm hoping that either y'all going to trade them, holla at me, let me know. Tom Thibodeau, like, look, keep us in mind because I think 18, 8-8, 6'7", 6'8", with a tremendous skill set like he has, he would bode well for the Knicks. I've been on Devontae Murray bandwagon for years. You know what I mean? I was like, man, listen, you put that boy in the backcourt, and I just think it'd be special if the Knicks could pull that off. And then you give him his money, whatever that we need to give him. You know what I mean? You give it to him. So it's kind of crazy, but I'd love to see that happen. Yeah, you got a point there, Nick 100. Kind of, I'll be playing at Spurs and the name Luca G League Player of the Week, right? Ain't that something? Yeah, man. That's another guy, man. That we hoping that he pans out. I know it's a G League, but I'm hoping that he keep doing that thing. And then Knicks. Hey, listen, if you could do 30 points a game in the G League, then just give me 12 points on our level. You know what I mean? And that'd be real talk. Real talk, Queen. His contract is reasonable, and I know he'd be due for extension pretty soon. But that's one guy that I had no problem with extending in New York.
No problem.
No
Not a
problem.
problem. No problem. Not a high end contract. It's reasonable, like Queen said. It's something that we could reach for. Man, not dibbling down. I mean, not nitpick with it or something like that. Probably won't consist of too many picks if we have to give any picks. And I snatch him up in a heartbeat, man. I put him in here quick.
Yeah, absolutely. He'd be that point guard that we haven't had in New York for a long time.
That would be a point guard that we haven't had in a long time. He would be yeah, that's what we need. We need somebody to push this pace, man. This pace, it killing me with this pace this year, man. They are killing me, man. I want them to some games, sometimes they look so good and they they come back and the pace is moving and they're doing so much things and then
Yep.
sheesh.
Yeah. So I'm optimistic about the team, man. Like I said,
Ooh.
I still, like I said, it's a long season, and it's crazy because we get into that later on, with the NBA talk and news from around the league because man, there's a lot of people out there, man. That's injury. The injury bug is biting a lot of people. You know what I mean? It's biting a lot of teams, man, and but a lot of teams who start off hot, you notice they starting to taper off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Some Wizards,
Mm-hmm.
all these guys, they starting to come back down to earth. Um, hey Queen, I can't
Man, I seen it.
I imagine that in a heartbeat. I mean, that's I ain't even mad at.
Woo! I'm sitting here reading the chats. I'm like, I'm Queen. Oh my gosh, could you only imagine that? Man, Murphy and Turner. Woo!
Listen, you talk about an elite shot blocker, an elite arm ball defender in the back court, one in the front court. Man, you know what I mean? That's like, shoo, you had to. I like that size, man. That'd be special right there.
Whew.
And his skill is so good, he could play the 1 and 2. You know what I mean? You could still bring in, let's say hypothetically for a minute, Derrick Rose to slide him to the 2. He that good. So salute to everybody at Queen Court. Real talk, man. I hope that I would love to see that reality take. That'd be a good Christmas present.
Whew.
That would be a good one for us, man. But and like CT though, he said he believed that this and I got to give CT a foul on his head. He said when the Knicks signed these players, he just thought that it was just experiment. He didn't believe that this was gonna be the all end all be all. And it look like right now his thought process is coming to reality because Kemba Walker, there's no way he can stay on this team past the trading deadline. I wouldn't even keep Kemba Walker past the 15, not because of who he is. It's just due to the fact you don't want to cause too much stay in the locker room. He's a real professional, classy guy, respectful man. He's not one of them it's about me type of players. But I just wish the Knicks get to move him by the 15th if they can. And the way he get. I hope they Knicks send him to a contender. Send him to a contender, man. Give that man the opportunity. Send him to LA. Send him out to LA. You know what I mean, or something like that, where he got a chance to go down there and get a ring. You know what I mean, play for a title. And yeah, real talk. Nick 100. I was about to bring that up. Now I'll talk about that in the next segment when we get into the NBA news and everything. But that Bam Adebayo Henry for the Heat, man. Like I said, he's gonna be out there. So we're gonna get into all that. But appreciate the chat though. Real talk. Yeah, man. So we got to go down there tonight, fellas and ladies and gents. Try to make an effort to play a strong game and come out of San Antonio with a finally. We haven't won in San Antonio like about 5 years or something like that. Been a minute since we won in San Antonio. So it could be a better time to get the monkey off your back and finally break that ice and get a W down there. And then get back to 500 and then go get on a plane and a plane or whatever you're driving or you're riding in and get to Indiana and try to go there tomorrow night and get a win in Indiana. I think it's important that we try to get this win tonight. I think this would be a huge win for us, confident wise. And I know these guys still believe in who they are, the team. I don't think they lost sight of who they are, what they're shooting for, and what they're striving for. And so we got to see if they're ready to get back at it, man. And I hope that it starts tonight in San Antonio. And we go down in the Alamo and take the Spurs off the boots. You know what I mean? Take the Spurs off the Cowboy boots, man, and let them walk in regular boots tonight. And we beat them jokers, man. So we'll see how it go, man. But other than that, man, it's gonna be interesting, man. It's gonna be interesting. It should be popping tonight. And then later on tonight, 11 o'clock, the streets are buzzing. Be on with the post game. We'll be up in there getting it popping as well. So we looking how it goes. The Knicks, the streets of buzzing said the roster is a jigsaw puzzle set with half pieces missing. Yeah, facts. Like we got some pieces of that puzzle that's not even totally filled yet. And my man Joshua, salute to you. Thanks for coming in and laying tape. We appreciate you, man. The chat is on fire, man. If you're running muck with the thumbs up, man, all those who new to the panel, new to the show, new to Knicks Real Talk, thank y'all for supporting and all that, man. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. We're going to keep it popping. We got the chat up in here. They all over the place. They got it popping. Pudge Nice, Queens Court, D-Ross, Nick 100, Sam Holt, everybody. Thank y'all for coming in tonight, man. Supporting this thing, man. You already know how we do. But yeah, we just got to go get it tonight, man. We got to go down there. You don't take that team for granted. That's a Greg Popovich coach team. They got Lonnie Walker them down there. They got Josh Primo who can light it up. Off the bench. They got some nice young talent down there. But we got to go down there and play our game, man. We just got to go there and play our game, man. And I think we'll be good to go for sure, man. So let's just get it popping down to San Antonio tonight. Excuse me, Sean. I think we'd be good.
Yeah, Queen are hitting on so many points tonight, man. Queen, I salute you. Because right now, you are so true. If Randall, RJ, and Mitch would have been holding anything close to something that they were doing last year, we right now wouldn't be talking half the stuff we talking about, right? Trades and all the other stuff. Tonight is the night. Tonight's the night. It'd be a chance for RJ and Mitch to run that second. To see Randall and RJ run tonight because RJ needs to have a great game tonight too, man. He needs to pick it up. He's gonna be defending whatchamacallit. So he he really got to stay on the ball. I'm still wondering how they're gonna run around if they're gonna put if RJ be doing McDermott and Randall do I forgot the other guy's name now.
Johnson.
Yeah, if they're gonna switch off because I think I don't know if it's just me, but I think McDermott is gonna be running, and I don't know if Randall's gonna be running to defend him like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they would because I think McDermott is more like a 3.
Yeah.
And I think Keldon Johnson because of his body type, his size. I think that'd be a good Randall matchup for him. Randall might got about an inch or two, but the body's almost about the same. He's a stout young man. He can get down. And he had him like Obi Toppin and Obi Toppin and quickly was on that select team thing. They gained a lot of experience playing against the select team. You know what I mean? Over the summer, so they got a lot of experience, man. And he's the real deal. He's gonna be nice, man. So and that's why I said they might not got household names and stuff like that, or supreme names out there, but they got a basketball team. The Spurs is one thing about them. They might don't have a lot of individual superstars, but they do have a good rounded team. They play good team basketball, and that's the Greg Popovich way. So let's see how that pans out, man. But I think we'd be on point with it tonight. I can see it going in there, trying to get them cast the business. We need to. We need this win pretty good. We need to finally get off that L mentality in the Alamo. We haven't won down there in a long time. And like I said, it could be awesome. We win down there tonight. So we're gonna see how that thing go, man. And hopefully we cut there and bring our A game to the forefront, and see how this thing go. And if we can get this thing popping the right way, and we play good Knicks basketball, and first of all start with the defensive end. We need to get back to playing New York City gritty committee basketball. You notice that's the difference in this year and last year. It's the toughness, it's the grittiness, it's the scrapping, it's all that. We missing that, man. You know what I mean? And like I said, like we always say, we might not love Alpha Payton offensive game and all that, but one thing you can't take away from Alpha Payton and Reggie Bullock, them was some gritty ball players. They was gritty. You know what I mean? They was in your face defense type of ball play. They don't stand 2 feet away from you. No, they be up in your grill. You know what I mean? And that's why you can appreciate guys like that. Because sometimes when you got too many offensive weapons in the starting lineup, you're gonna lose on the defense end, which we thought this year that we might take a step back on the defense a little bit, as long as the offense get better. But right now, neither one of them happening. So at this point right now, I'm not saying it won't happen, but right now, either one of them is working out the way we thought to. So, but you know what? I do believe that if we can get this thing back in order by committee, and like I said, much as I love Kemba Walker, it was an experiment. You know what I mean? Like I said, I think he understands that. You know what I mean? And great as he is an offense player, I'm glad that Tibbs is doing this here. He is a starting caliber point guard. I'm shy, so I'm glad Tibbs didn't take him and throw him in the bench and make him situational like that. He just said, I'm taking you out the rotation, save the man before he won't get injured. I get it. It's a business. Save him before he won't get injured. And when the right deal come by, send him out there. You know what I mean? You send him on out there to somebody where he could help get to another level. And I think he still has enough for him to be he could be a Jamal Crawford. He could be a Lou Williams. He could be a Vinnie Johnson back in the day. He could be them guys who come off the bench and just get buckets. I think that's where he at in his career, just like Carmelo Anthony is right now. Put him on the bench. He come off the bench and get you some buckets. You know what I mean? And I think that's what Kemba Walker should be right now. He had a good NBA career, but I think it was the right move to me to just go ahead. If you're gonna take him out of the lineup, I think it's more about, man, you don't want to hurt his pride by doing that. He's a prideful young man, respectful young man. So salute to Kemba Walker for being an upstanding brother and not letting this thing affect who you are as a human being, and just stay civilized with it and stay respectful with it, and just stay there and show the young guys that this is how you handle NBA situations. So salute to Kemba Walker. I just want to give him the flowers for that, because he handled this thing with a lot of dignity, man. You can't take that from that brother. You know what I mean? So let's hope that it pans out. But I understand it. But that's why we need guys like Devontae Murray. We need some young, lengthy, skill set players down there that can cover some ground for us right now, because we got to find a way to make up for Alpha Payton. And I think Alex Burks' shot does it to a degree, but Alpha Payton was special on that defense, man. He was giving guys bodies and everything. So we got to see how that go.
Yeah, we definitely need someone to run our offense, and not taking anything away from Randu, because he does a great job. I don't want to say a great job, but he knows what he's doing. He turns the ball off slightly a lot, but we need someone to run that ball, man. Someone to pick the pace up, to someone to put somebody in their spot. And he's a big guy, man. He could drive when he drives to the hole, man. He drives to the hole, man. He brings attention to himself. So, we need a little something to go on right now, man. I hope everything, I hope tonight is a changing point tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Salute.
Yeah, salute Ron, still Knicks fan. Salute to my brother. Appreciate you, man, coming in, real talk, and the whole chat. Salute to you guys, man, ladies and gents. Keep bringing that fire, man. Real talk. We appreciate that. But yeah, man, it's an important stretch for us, man. These next 3 games is an important stretch for the New York Knicks. It is one of the things where it can go one way or it can go the other way. And the way we wanted to go, hopefully the way we needed to go. But if we go the other way, we gonna be in here, man, in these chats, in the media, in the garden, and we gonna be livid.
Tell everybody we want to trade everybody. Trade Randall. Trade RJ. Tim's gotta go, and we gonna hear it all.
We're gonna be a hot mess up in here. So we gotta hope the Knicks save themselves and save us from going to that level. Because they already they almost had me started the other day when they lost to Denver. The Knicks, real talk, the mind was not happy with that, brother. Real talk. I was like, man, this is disappointing. That game was disappointing to me all around. So we don't hope we don't have to repeat that no more. And when we start tonight at the Alamo, go down there and try to have a successful victory, man. Just try to get back to our winning ways, get the back 500 basketball, good playing for Knicks basketball, play hard and get it popping, man. And I think we'll be all right. I have no doubt about that. We go out there and play hard. We can win. We have some good quality wins this year, and we beat some quality teams. We had some quality wins. We had some bad losses. So what that tells you right there, we was playing 500 basketball. We had quality wins and some bad losses. To me, that's 500 basketball. That's what we was doing. So hopefully, we get that out of our system and we'll take it from there, man. Absolutely, Streets of Blood in the post game gonna be fire. Absolutely, we got to get it popping because I do think we're gonna be able to talk about something one way or the other. It's gonna be on fire if we win. It's gonna be on fire if we lose. Either way it goes, it's gonna be on fire. We gonna be. Normally when the Knicks lose, nobody wanna come on. But if we lose tonight, it's gonna be everybody gonna be on the track. They gonna be like, nah, man, we didn't expect this right here. But we ain't gonna have that tonight. We gonna go out there and get this W tonight. I'm gonna try to get the Knicks fan base back being optimistic. Let's go down here tonight in San Antonio and rope some Cowboys. That's what we need to do.
Take them Spurs off.
Spurs off them boots tonight, man. And let's see if we can get it popping. You know what I mean? And I think we will, Shaw Powell. I know that we do for one. You know what I mean? We went through this last year. We lost 3 games or 4 games in a row, bounced back 1, 3, or 4. Then one time we lost 6 in a row. We bounced back and won 5 in a row. And then last year we went on a 9-game run. Yeah, different time, different place, different space. The league is much tougher. The East is tougher. But like I said, if you look around the NBA, which we're gonna get into that, these cats is knocking each other off like crazy out there. I was telling CT the last night, man, CT, we know they're knocking each other off like crazy in the NBA right now, man. And then, so we still got. I'm optimistic that we still got a chance to prevail in this season and get back up to that top situation. And because, like I said, a lot of these teams they started off strong, and they're going to end up at the bottom. Like now, not in a real talk. Like just as happened 30 right now. Let's just go over the standings real quick, and I'll let y'all know what I'm talking about. The Brooklyn Nets are 16-7 and number 1 in the East. The Chicago Bulls is 17-8, number 2 in the East. The Bucks is number 3 at 16-9. The Heat is 14-11 at number 4. The Wizards is 14-11 at number 5. 13-11 at number 6. The Sixers is 13-11 at number 7. We got the Hornets at number 8, 14-12. The Cavaliers are 13-12. The Hawks is 10, 13, and 12. We 11 at 11 and 12. Then you got the Raptors at 11 and 13, and then the Pacers at 13 at 10 and 16. And then you got the Magic and the Pistons at 4, 5 and 20, and 4 and 19, 14 and 15. But if you look at the Knicks right now, we got 11 wins, 12 losses. It's 3 teams in front of us with 12, with the same amount of losses that we have. The Hornets, the Cavaliers, and the Hawks all got 12 losses. That next tier, which is the 11 losses, the Heat got 11 losses, the Wizards got 11 losses, the Celtics got 11 losses, and the got 11 losses. We right there for the taking. Bad as we've been playing the last 15, 16 games, we still right there. You know what I mean? So we got to hope that we just find, like you said, Shaw Powell, we can get a winning streak going. Next thing you know, man, the Knicks sitting back up at the 5th spot.
Right there, man. Everything like you was just saying, that second tier, that third tier, we right there. 4 or 5 games we win, and let everybody else knock here, win here, lose here, win here. We go from 11th back up to 5th, back up to 6th or something like that in 3 games, man. These 3 games are crucial. Tonight's game is going to be a game to tell what the Knicks are really going to be about this year. If they really want to make the playoffs this year or make a playoff berth this year, man, not a play-in, a playoff berth, man. It starts tonight, man. this is the perfect time with these teams coming up that's all under 500, just like we are right now.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. Good point. Nick 100 is parity for sure. And here was interested about all that. You know what? I think the Bucks wind up moving up there with Brooklyn at, or wind up taking that top seed if they don't get Kyrie Irving. I do think the Bucks wind up number one seed. I think the Nets have dropped to number two. That's just my humble opinion. Anything can happen. I think the Bulls they playing good, but I think they might come down to maybe 4 or 5. The Heat right now, without Bam out of bio 4 to 6 weeks, we don't know how that's going to go. The Wizards
Mm.
now, it looks like the Wizards coming down to earth. I think they're going to come back down to earth. The Celtics, I thought they would be around that sixth, fifth, or sixth or seventh this year, and they sitting there. They got a game tonight that in LA. In LA, if anything LA need to do tonight is get back on their stride. They can get Boston Celtics the L tonight. And they'd be 13-12, and they'd be in that 12 loss category. So in the Sixers, I got to give them credit, man. Joel Embiid is taking that upon himself to keep that team afloat. That boy went out there and get what you call last night, dropped 43. And the Hornets with the coach, they playing. Hey man, let me tell you something. Salute to the Charlotte Hornets for this reason. They got all these cats out with this protocol, health and safety protocol, and they still tolling it down. I got to give them their flower. They're playing good. Cavalier 13-12. They probably come back down to earth. Hawks 13-12. They are where they at. I mean, we right there at 11-12. So let's hope that we can get a good rhythm, man, and try to win a couple of games, and then we get back on this thing, man. And that's what the NBA is like right now, Shaw Powell. And we just got to hope that it maintain. We can maintain till we get where we need to go.
That's exactly all we have to do, man. String a couple of games together, and a win will make you play better the next game. You win the next game, you want to come out, you want to win again, and then you win 2 games in a row, then you want to win again. And once you get that winning mentality back, because I think they're losing that mentality right now. I'm thinking that these last 3 games. I mean, I can't say the last 3 games, but that last game, I watched it, man. Whew, man, that was like I don't know what happened in that game, and they were close, man. They were, I think, down by maybe 6 or 8 points in the third quarter, early third quarter, and then I don't know where it went from there, man. First and third quarters for us been killing the. Oh, I can't say that. We had some good third quarters this year, but
Yeah.
yeah, we really need to get out there tonight and really play some ball, man.
Yeah, absolutely. That didn't make it so bad. That Chicago game probably was the best third quarter we played in a while. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
In a while, believe it or not. So like D. Ross said, these 3 games here is the crossroads. It really is, man. Because
Facts.
it really is, man. This could sink us right here. It not only sink it. What I mean by sink it, it'll sink our spirit. You know what I mean? It'll sink our spirit as a team, as a fan base. It will sink our spirit if we come out this thing on the wrong side of this thing, man. And I really believe that. Now, I'm like I said, optimistic as I am, but I got to keep it 100. The real is real. If we lose these games, and the season ain't over, but it's gonna be close. So it'll be close. But like I said, if you look at tonight, man, it's only 3 games on the schedule tonight, on the doctor tonight. The Nets and the Mavericks, they right now in the first quarter tied at 17-17. Then tonight at 10 o'clock, you got the Celtics in LA against the Lakers and the City of Angels. They're going to be out there balling. Then we're going to be down in the Alamo at 8:30. Now, tomorrow going to be interesting. You got the Wizards and the Pistons, the Bulls and the Cavaliers. Like I said, they're knocking each other off. The Bucks and the Heat, knocking each other off. You know what I mean? Sixers and the Hornets knocking each other off. Knicks and Pacers, the Thunder and the Raptors, the Nets and the
Mm,
Rockets. You know what I mean? The
mm.
Hornets gonna be down, and Houston playing good ball. What a turnaround for Steven Silas and them. They playing good ball. And then tomorrow on a back-to-back, the Celtics play the Clippers.
Mm.
So we just got to get some wins. That's the key to this thing, is turn around, get some wins, let these cats keep knocking each other off. That we haven't even won 2 games in a row this year yet.
Yep.
We do for that. We do for
Mm.
that. And so if we can string a couple of wins together, Shaw Powers, and the way this thing is going right now, we got a chance to get back in this thing. It's still early. Like I said, the ship haven't sunk yet, but we just got to make sure that we patch the holes up for it won't sink.
Yeah, facts, man. Three wins would change the whole tide right now. Just like you just discussed about these teams playing tomorrow, man. It's a lot of East teams playing tomorrow. It's a lot of Atlantic teams playing tomorrow, man. And a loss from some of those teams and a win from us. 2 wins right now. 2 wins right now will possibly put us up to seventh place, somewhere around seventh, eighth place from 11th.
Yeah.
So some 6 losses, man. Yeah, they talk Queen. I ain't even Queen. If you say something again, man, 6 losses, man. Yeah, we talking about the head for Tibbs, everything. You ain't lying.
So
Whew. Yeah, it's over, man. These games are crucial tonight, man, and I hope our team steps up tonight and finally realizes like we need this win. We need these two, especially these 2 wins, man,
mm,
tonight and against Indiana against the Pacers tomorrow.
yeah, absolutely. And on Friday when we play the excuse me, the Raptors on Friday, check this out. You got the Celtics playing the Suns. That means they must be on the West Coast trip. You know what I mean? You got the Nets and the Hawks. Cavaliers,
Yeah,
Cavaliers going down to Minnesota. Minnesota been playing pretty good. So, like I said, we got to get these wins, man. Our real talk, we be all right, man. We string together 3 wins. We know it. We come in here Friday or Saturday, we like, man, the Knicks is number 5.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So,
That's how quick. That's exactly how quick. Because with all those teams, I mean, hypothetically, if they one team, if one team loses 2 games and we win 2 games, we move up almost 3 spots, man. We move up almost 3 spots, man. And it's 3 teams right in front of us. I wish I had my tablet right now, man. It's
yeah,
3 teams that's like you said that tier that has 12 losses, 11 losses right there. And the 11 losses, they're like 4th, 5th, and 6th place teams, man.
yep, absolutely. And I'll give it to you right here. The Heat 14-11 at number 4. The Wizards 14-11 at number 5.
Yeah,
13-11 at number 6, and the Sixers 13-11. And then the next tier, like I said, the Hornets got 12 losses, the Cavaliers got 12 losses, the Hawks
yeah,
got 12 losses, and we got 12 losses. And all these teams playing against each other this week. So I'm like, man, we just get on a little roll here and there. And I think we'll be able to do something, man. So we're gonna stay optimistic in Nick Land, man. I'm never a pessimistic guy, but I'm gonna try to stay optimistic about the thing. Just hopefully say, you know what, this is not the team that we seeing that's the real Nick team. Maybe what we seeing is not the team that we think they can be or they should be. I'm not gonna say can be. They just not playing the way they should be playing. And I think they got to find a way to patch that defense up first and foremost. Get that defense right. You get the defense right, I think everything else take care of itself. Because you've seen that game we played against Atlanta, 99-90.
right.
That's the team that we want to see. Games like that, but not the 120s and the 118s and the 116s. That's not us. You know what I mean? So I hope Tibbs got to start that tonight, man. I hope that thing be down in I hope it be a 90 score tonight. I don't care about no 118. Make it 99 and 96. I don't care. Just win the game tonight. But and if they do that, I think we'd be in a good spot, man. But yeah, we got a half hour before this thing pop off, man. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the game, and we're gonna go in there, man, and try to get a win on the doctor to get a win, man, and break the ice, break the mold, and get back to feeling good. Come back on the stream tonight and feeling good about it. And without further ado, man, let me bring my man who represent from 7-Eleven in front of 7-Eleven in heaven, my man CT. The streets are buzzing. Salute, my brother. What's good?
Hey, salute, fam. What's good? What's good?
CT.
Streets are buzzing.
Real talk. There you go. Y'all looking at Australia in the building. The streets are buzzing. Australia. CT must be on the lunch break.
Actually, I'm heading. I'm heading
That's
back to
beautiful.
the studio. So yeah.
What you think about tonight, man? Talk to us. We got Sha Power holding it down, man, doing a phenomenal job with me tonight, man. We appreciate Sha. We just man, talking Knicks. You know how we do.
Yeah, I've been listening. You guys spitting facts. And do we have any lineup news?
Yeah, Nerlens Noel gonna start at center from what I know from last I heard.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Mitchell's conditioning is not where they needed to be, so it's not. I think they're just going to try Nerlens Noel tonight, due to the fact if it don't change, that I got that report probably about 2 hours ago. So if anything changed, I'm not sure, but I think it was Nerlens Noel.
Hey, I hope that gives us a boost we need. But I'm not sure if Nerlens can last more than 30 minutes. The way the way he's built.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm hearing talk about RJ Barrett, possibly move to the bench. What do you guys think about that?
I don't have no problem with it. Whatever works, brother. I don't have no problem with it. I don't have a problem with it whatsoever. If you ain't playing the role you're supposed to be playing, and you're not producing, then just maybe you need to sit back for a minute until you get your stuff together. So I don't have no problem with it. I really don't. Tibbs got to do what's best for the New York Knicks team and the organization, not what's good for the individual player. I ain't worried about nobody's ego right now. If you don't produce, well.
Yeah, I was trying to allude to that a little earlier, CT. I got my words all jumbled up. I was saying Mitch, and I was said Randall and RJ when I was meaning to say RJ and Mitch. I thought I did hear something about going to a bench or something like that too, and but I'm not 100% sure about that. There's some about maybe I don't know. I don't even want to start no rumors, but I thought it was D Rose and this guy in the starting unit, and this guy moving down. Burks moving over to the three, and RJ going to the bench with Mitch. I heard something like that. I'm not sure if that's true though.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, it'd be interesting. I think he should have a longer leash, but if he doesn't pick it up soon, there's those trade rumors are going to start to swirl.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. I tell you what, I heard. I'm looking at it in Bleacher Report, everybody, and a lot of them agree. Like I was talking about, it might be time just to start Obi. Just start him. That energy, that height, that speed, that how do I say that speed that he can go in there and bring a spark to that team. So if you move him, let's say if you move him there, RJ to the bench. To me, you slide Evan Fournier back at the 2 and bring Obi Toppin in at the 3. I think that's the simplest thing to do. You got size, you got athleticism, you got a cat who can bring some energy to the game, and try it. You know what I mean? And what can happen if it don't work the next couple of games? Then you put him back, you take him out, and put it back. But I think it might be worth the try though.
Yeah, facts. And I think one of the biggest things is Tibbs is obviously open to to tinkering and switching things up. So that's showing me they're going to be really aggressive this trade period. They're not going to accept a losing season. Forget about blowing it up this season. I think they're gonna do everything they can to because what would it look like if we made the playoffs one year and then the next year we don't make the playoffs again? We'll be back to the old LOL Knicks. This was supposed to be start of something.
Yeah, real talk, CT, and I second that 100%. After coming off a 41-win season, 41-31, then you come back the next season, and then they say, that must have been fool's gold. You know what I mean? It must have been. It wasn't real, and I don't think that's the case. I really do. And like I said, I'm not the one that want to bench RJ because I do think RJ would turn it around. I believe in this kid. Real talk. He's our second best player to me on that team. But at the same time, if you're not producing, that's just my thing. Not about RJ the talent, not about RJ the skill set, not about RJ the player, but at this time he's in a funk, and you can't let your funk be a detriment to what the team is doing. It's not fair to the other 4 players if you're not balling. The same goes for Mitchell Robinson. The same goes for Kemba Walker. If you are not producing, then that's not fair to the other players that you were in that lineup with. So the best thing I can say, if RJ is in a slump, I don't know if we're in a position right now under 500 to wait for him to come out of it. You know what I mean? It might be like, listen, let's just change it a little bit. And then, and once Tibbs see him in practice, the rhythm is getting good, you get back in, and the Tibbs might say, okay, you know what? Maybe I can put him back in there. This is an important year for RJ, man. RJ this is the reason why I say this, guy, because he's due for extension pretty soon. You know what I mean? Do you extend him when he's up and down like that? You know what I mean? That's and I'm a RJ dude. Let's not get it twisted. But if he's up and down all the time, are you going to invest in that, knowing that you're going to get this one night and get this some nights? I don't know if the Knicks is there, but I hope this is this is not even his third full year. He's been in the league. This is third year. It's only 2 years and 23 games, or whatever the case may be. So I do believe in RJ, and I do believe he'll turn it around and get back to what he do, star powers. But he definitely got to get ready to show improvement because we can't let the ship sink by being how we confident guys when they're not playing at the best of the way they're supposed to play. I just don't think that's the way to do it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was just me, but Tibbs was talking about RJ the other day, and I don't know if it was just me, but he had said something similar that I can't, I don't remember exactly what he said, but he said something about RJ and him was always, it used to be always in the gym, and he needs to get back to that, something to that effect. And I listened to it a couple of times. I can't remember exactly how he said it, but now that you're talking about RJ, it really popped back up into my head. And RJ needs to play some ball, man. He may if you get Tibbs looking at you with that crazy left eye of his, man, you're gonna be in trouble, man. And RJ needs to. I mean, and his defense. I mean, he's playing good. He needs to step up. We need him scoring a little bit more, man. We need him to be over 15 points a game, man. And his defense for me this year has been great, man. I liked his defense when he's on the court. He plays great defense. And he grabs some rebounds, man. But he needs to pick up that pace with that scoring, man. Third year in the league, man. He really needs to be blossoming.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's not a knock on RJ or nothing like that. Nobody's throwing shade at RJ. It's that right now he's in a slump.
Yeah, he's 21.
21. He's a young man.
Mhm.
Got years to progress. I think he's gonna be fine. I think the Knicks will extend him. I don't have no problem with that at all. Because I think he's worthy of that. But at the same time, y'all got to remember, guys, this is the NBA. It's a business. It's a business. Let's not get it twisted. And if they feel like they, need to go a different direction, I don't think so. I think RJ is a dude here. I think he will get extended. They should extend it with no problem. I don't got no problem with the Knicks extending RJ Barrett. That's my man. I can't wait till he get out of his funk. Like what you were referring to as Shop House was, Tibbs said, like, you know what? If he's shooting, if his thoughts not falling, then he need to get in the gym more. That's all he said. He wasn't throwing shit. He was like getting in the gym more. Getting there and put up more shots. He knows that he was not in the gym like he was last year.
Right. That's what he said. Something like that. I remember he said something like that. Yep.
Yeah, he's not throwing shade. You know what? And that's what you're supposed to do. You can't baby people, man. This is not this is no babies allowed. You can't baby these dudes. If they're not playing up to their potential, then you got to hold them accountable. If you on your job working and you're not producing on your job, your boss. You don't. You don't produce. Yeah, the upper man are going to come and talk to you. I don't care where you work at or what you do in life. If you produce, you're good. If you don't produce, they're going to let you know about it. And right now, our boy is in a slump, so the coach got a right to let him know that you're not producing. He has the right to do that. That's what they're there for. What you want to let him go there and just go 1 for 90 or something?
Mm-hmm. Go willy-nilly and stuff like that, man. You're certainly right. You're certainly right about that, Devon.
Yeah. You can't let the feelings and emotions get caught up in this stuff, man. And I know as fans, I try to be real. Hey, CT, let me know what you think about the night's game, how it's gonna go, man, and give me your thoughts on that, man, until we see you again tonight.
Yeah, salute real quick. I'm just getting on the train, but look, I feel like we're going to put in a much better effort tonight. I can't predict any score. I just think it's going to be a lot closer, a lot closer, and I think every player will be playing with a lot more heart, a lot more effort. That's what I'm expecting, and I'm expecting a close result. Fingers crossed we pull it out, and I'll catch everyone soon.
Okay, salute CT. Thanks for coming in, my brother.
Salute.
Appreciate it, man. I'll see you tonight. And hey, this might be the game. RJ come out of the shell and get out of the slump. I mean, it's possible. And then once he get out of the slump and do a couple of games, then we go on to the next guy. Hopefully, Mitch gets some conditioning over the next couple of games. He get a little bit more conditioning. I mean, these guys, you look at them from year to year, man. I mean, these guys know what they're doing out there. NBA ball players, they know what it is. They've been there, done that. This ain't new to them. This ain't new to them. It was new to them last year what they were going through. So it even ain't new that that's 23 games into the season. Everybody going to peak and valleys, ups and downs. I just got to go ahead and just focus like they need to. And I think this road trip might be that one that get them back on a point that where they can get it popping. So I'm really excited about tonight and moving forward. If we win tonight, it's gonna be beautiful, and we lose tonight, it's gonna be ugly. That's all you can say.
Facts. And I'm on the side with you. I think we're gonna win tonight, man. I'm always optimistic about the Knicks, man. I always think every game they can win every game, but tonight, I hope that they think that they can win the game tonight because I believe that they can win the game tonight, man. I hope they believe it also. We need this win tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, guys. I think we will as well. We good, man. Like I said, the ship ain't sinking like that yet. You know what I mean?
It's not.
Yeah, we got a little hole in the side of the ship, but the water just coming in there. But it ain't coming to a point where we're gonna be floating underwater. I don't think that's the case. But we definitely need to patch that hole up tonight, like I said, man, and get this thing turned around. But let's go Knicks tonight. Let's get it. Let's go get it, man. Salute to the chat on fire today. Great takes, great knowledge. Everybody, salute to all you guys, the ladies and gents in there. Queen's Court, thank you. D-Roz, Nick 100, Jarvis, everybody, man. The Fisher, salute. Everybody, man. Thank y'all for coming through, man. Real talk. And we're going to go in there and try to get that W today, man. We need it. Salute Neil Fixen, Sam Holt, salute. Pudge, nice. Joshua Land, tape, salute to you. Everybody, Will Smith was in the building earlier, man. All you guys, and salute to everybody out there watching the show. Thank y'all for checking us out tonight, man. Let's go get it, New York Knicks, man. We here. We got to get it popping. We need it. We need the W. Man, child, salute. And salute to everybody wherever y'all streaming and watching from. Peace to the God, Allah wise. Salute to you, my brother. Appreciate it. Fun was in here. Fabian Williams was up in here. Salute Fabian Will in the building. So we gonna get it, man. Shout Power to holler at you later on tonight, man. Thank you, my brother, for holding it down. Great
no
job.
question, man. Anytime, any place, anywhere. You already know. Let's get it tonight, Knicks fans. Let's get it tonight. All my people in the chat. My man Divine. I'll chat with you later. I'm gonna It's gonna be a late game. I'll do what you got to do. I think I'm gonna be on for a little bit.
Yeah. We'll be in the streets of Butler. I'm quite sure he'll drop you the link. And it'll be his post game show tonight, man. And we going in hopefully we going there with a lot of joy and got a lot of great stuff to talk about. Or it's gonna be the other way. We'll see, man. But to the chat, everybody, y'all enjoy that game. Get y'all some good food. Enjoy the game, man. And we'll catch y'all later on. If you're gonna be down there where we at the streets of Butler, we'll be down there or wherever content creator station you'll be on. Y'all enjoy it. And let's hope the Knicks give us something to talk about tonight, man. And we'll see y'all on the next episode, man. Knicks Real Talk. Shaw Powers, Divine, we out, man. Peace, man. Y'all have a good day.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Salute.
Jamendo.com